recursionMysteryDivMod, we are given code, and we are also given a parameter to solve the code. So first, we're going to focus on this parameter, passed in 8. It's going to go into our else if statement, and all it's going to do is return 8. That's why the answer is 8. For the second part, we're passed through 74, and we need to look at our else statement, and what it does is it returns the modulus of 74 plus this recursion. So this is recursion. First, we are going to write down our 4, and we are going to pass in 74 as our end value. Once we pass it in, it needs to be divided by 10. Since it's an integer, we need to round it down, so it's going to be 70 divided by 10. That's going to give us 7. Once we have 7, we can look at this else if statement right here. That's going to return 7. So we have the value 7. We need to go back into our code right here and add 7 because they're both integers. That gives us the value 11, which is why 11 is the answer. Looking at our parameter, which is negative 513, we see that it is less than 0, so it is going to be in our if statement. What it does is return the end value, but as a positive, and it does this by recursion. So what it does is it takes our value, negative 513, and this part makes it multiply by -1, which makes it become a positive, and passes it back in as our parameter. So now we have a positive 513. This means we have to go into our else statement. In our else statement, we are going to return the modulus of 513 divided by 10. That is going to be 3. And we have to add this to the recursion of 513 divided by 10. So we're passing through 513. We divide it by 10, passing it into the parameter, and that means that our value is going to be 51. Going through this again, we are going to be in our else statement. We are going to add 51 modulus 10, which is just 1. And then we have to go into our next part, which is recursion. And we have 51 divided by 10, which is going to give us 5. And this is less than 10, so we're going to be in our else if statement, and we are just going to add 5. Adding these together gives us the value 9, and we can see here that our answer is 9. In this next part, we're given the value 3052, and passing this in, we are going to be in our else statement like this. We are returning the modulus of this, so for now it's just going to be 2 plus, and then we have a recursion. We have 3052 divided by 10, which is going to give us 305. And taking this, we go back into our else statement. The modulus of this is 5, and we have to add it to the recursion of 305 divided by 10. 305 divided by 10 is just 30. We have to go back into our else statement, and we are adding the modulus of 30, which is just 0. Passing this in, we're going to get 30 divided by 10, which is 3. This is less than 10, so we are going to be in our else if statement, and we're just going to add our end value, which is 3. Doing this, we get 10, so we can see that our answer is 10. Lastly, we're given 82,534. Passing this chunky boy in, we are in our else statement with the return value being 4. We have to add this to the recursion of this. We're passing in 82534, and we have to divide this by 10. Since it's an integer, we round this down, so it's basically 82,530. So that becomes 82,053, so 8,253. Now, from here, we need to go back into our else statement, turn the modulus of this, which is just going to be 3, pass it into our recursion as 8,253. Rounding this down, we are going to get 8,250. Dividing this by 10, we get 8. 25. We have to go into our else statement again, add the modulus of this, which is this 5, and now we have 825 as our end value. Dividing it by 10, we're going to get 82, and we have to go back into our else statement once again, and the modulus of this is just 2. We're going to have 82 right here, divide it by 10 is going to give us 8. So this is going to be less than 10. So we're going to be in our else if statement, and we just need to return n. There's no more recursion, so this is where the program stops. Adding all these together, we're going to get 10 plus 8 plus 4, which is 22. So we see that this is our answer.